Mackey Motors in Lake City is the place to find new and certified used vehicles, along with a knowledgeable and helpful sales staff. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City.
Mitchell Bading and Maverick Schwabe with the Kuemper boys golf team joining us up here after the final day of the State Class 2A golf tournament, of course, at Lakeside Golf Course up here in Fort Dodge. Mitchell, 2 miserable days to play. One day rainy, windy, and cold. The next day just simply windy and cold. Wind chills probably in the 40s today. Take us through how you felt like things went for you. I think a pretty good day yesterday. You were sitting 18th, had a really good back nine yesterday. So how did things roll for you this week?
Yesterday or today?
Both days. Just kind of your overall thoughts.
Yesterday was really rough, a lot of bogeys. Today I started off hole 9, the par 3. Started off with a birdie, so I knew it would be a pretty good day. And then hole 10, chipping. I could have chipped up for a birdie, but my chipping was definitely the weak spot of my game today, but I had 4 birdies, so everything else was pretty good.
Success that you had on the back nine yesterday and then starting on kind of the 9-10 area today, that kind of helped you come into today pretty confident on how you could do?
Yep, I was even through my first 8 on the back nine, and then hole 18 I pulled one right OB, so 2 up on the back.
Handled the windy and cold conditions fairly well through the day today?
Yep, a lot better than yesterday. So
I know you guys probably disappointed as a team sitting 6th coming into today, but you guys were playing with the groups that were just ahead of you, and I know that the goal probably was to just go out and beat the guy in your group. Able to do that, feel pretty good about how you guys played here on the second day?
Yep, I beat my can't think of the team. I beat one of the kids by quite a bit, and the other kid edged me by 1, but he was making birdies left and right. So
I know that we haven't posted anything yet for official results, but you guys got a chance, maybe 3rd, 4th place. Is that where you're hoping here today overall?
I'd be happy to move up 1 or just stay the same because our scores weren't too great today, but oh well.
Okay. Overall then, how did today go for you compared to yesterday? It sounded like really good on the front nine or back nine. Front nine not quite so well?
Front 9 was 2 over 2, so 76 today and then 82 yesterday, so a lot better.
So a lot better for you today. So what are you going to take away from being up here and stuff with this state tournament and this group of guys?
Just the memories. 'Cause obviously my high school golf career is over, but just the memories, and then continue golfing for years to come, obviously. All my friends and buddies, and play with them sometime again maybe.
What are your plans for the future? Do you know yet?
Yep, go to Iowa State next year.
What are you going to go for?
Construction engineering.
Okay, so something really complicated, right?
Yep.
Well, I tell you what, Mitchell, it's been a lot of fun. I appreciate you joining us here today.
Thank you.
You bet. Let's talk now with Maverick Schwabe, who had a good day here today on day number 2 as well. Maverick, your overall thoughts on both days for you and how you felt like you played up here at the state tournament?
For the first time being here, I think I did pretty well. The first day was really just a bad day to golf. I don't know why we just didn't cancel and move it on to a next day. It was really rainy, but I shot an 85, and I thought that was a pretty good score, and I was okay with my position on the leaderboard, so I mean I thought I did pretty well.
Which hole stood out for you on your play on Thursday?
I did really well on hole 13, and a lot of people consider it to be one of the harder holes, like in the top 3, and I went par, bogey, and that's like first day I bogeyed it, and that was like really good with the wind being everywhere and the rain. I just really felt comfortable with that hole.
How'd you try to adjust with different weather today in a way, just because it's simply colder and even probably windier?
I just knew in my mind that the ball was gonna fly less. Like all my clubs were gonna play less, and I just wanted to hit the fairways. Being in the fairway is like a really big part of the game right now, because if you're not in the fairway, your second shot's just gonna be like probably not as good as it's supposed to be. And then hitting the greens and putting was probably the biggest part, and I really struggled on putting. 3 putting, I probably lost around 10, 12 strokes just from 3 putting on the greens, and it just really killed me out there.
How tough were the greens to read with the weather over the last 2 days?
I didn't think they were that hard to read. It's just the speed of them. I wasn't expecting them to be this fast, and I thought the greens at the country club in Carroll were fast, but these just kept rolling forever, and I just wasn't ready for that, so I just ended up just 3-putting a lot.
First experience, as you said, at a state golf tournament. What are you going to take away? Because you've got a bright future potentially in front of you.
I think in my mind, I'm just gonna have to play smart, and I'm gonna work on my putting a lot, and I just gotta get really good around the greens, because that's a big part of the game. I know I can hit the fairways now and hit the greens, because I proved that today and yesterday, but putting and short game were really the weak spots at my point, and I'm realizing now that that's a big part of the game that I haven't focused on a lot. And I'm going to do that next year.
Well, I tell you, and I know you're going to have a good off season. You'll be out there golfing a bunch, I'm sure. So I appreciate you joining us here today. I'll let you get back inside to finish up where you guys kind of find out where you guys finished up. Appreciate you joining us.
Yeah, okay, thank you.